Why is it that in the society there are many persons that are living the life of others instead of living their own life? Every human being that is brought into this world has a purpose, has a design. There's a specific design that every individual has that is uniquely connected to him or her. But you see, the inability for an individual to spend time with himself is what makes that individual to have identity crisis. The root of identity crisis is when an individual have not really spent time to know himself by himself. But that individual tries to know himself by consulting people or by observing the life of others. It is okay for you to draw inspiration and motivation from people, but it becomes un-okay when you try to live your life like someone else, because every human being has a blueprint to his life and destiny. So your ability to spend time with yourself is what gives you mastery over your environment. What do we mean by having mastery over your environment? It means you being in charge of the thoughts that are predominant in your mind and the actions that you take based on your will, your personal will. We've had instances and we've heard of stories of people who left a particular location to another location. They traveled from one country to another country, and when they went to the country that they are now residing, their character or their behavior began to change for negative or for bad. Why? Because they got influenced by negative influences. You easily get influenced when you do not know who you are based on your inability to have mastery over your environment. It happens to be that for you to gain mastery over your environment, you need to spend time with yourself. Sometimes it becomes very boring and lonely when you try to spend time with yourself, because when you spend time with yourself, it seems as though you are behind what is happening or what is trending in your society. But you must understand that the greatest of all men who have ever lived here on earth are men who spent quality time with themselves. Self-discovery begins in you spending time with yourself. And as you spend time with yourself, the inner man within you begins to reveal to you the things that you ought to do in order for you to actualize the blueprint of your destiny. So I want to tell everyone listening that what gives you self-satisfaction is when you can be able to spend quality time with yourself and find out the things you were wired, you were designed to fulfill, to carry out here on earth. This is why some persons have this emptiness in their hearts. In spite of the things they've had that are material, they end up feeling void, they end up feeling empty. Why? Because they've not really actualized the full blueprint of who they are. So you must understand that finding yourself will only occur when you spend time with yourself. Learn to shut yourself off from the multitude, from the crowd, and spend quality time with yourself to find who you are and set standards, principles, and edge around you in order for you to control and to master your environment. Don't allow people to walk into your space and just bring in things that go contrary to your destiny and purpose. Many persons have their life being lived without walls or fences. You must set a barricade, a barrier around you. That barrier should have an entrance where the right people can come in, and you should have a barrier to resist the wrong people from coming in. Set an edge, a barrier around you. That barrier is not to resist everyone from coming into your life, but to resist certain set of persons from coming into your life. The people who are not in line with your destiny, who are not on the right path that you are on right now, the people who are not having the same vision that you have, are not allowed to come into your life. If you have a barrier around you, and the gate gives access to those who are supposed to be part and parcel of your life. If you do these things, your life will become very beautiful and very effective. So learn to spend time with yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of being behind. Don't be afraid of being alone. The greatest fear you must conquer is the fear of being alone. If you can conquer this fear, your life will become very beautiful.